Of course, I gotta give him a tip. Sorry, I'm doing a little podcast too.
A what?
Podcast.
Oh, you're listening to one?
No, I'm doing one.
All right, hey,
Hey,
Jim, we're live
Yep.
right now. We're live. All right. Hey, welcome. Hey, Jim, you with me?
I'm here. Are you with me?
Yeah, I'm here. All right, welcome back to another installment of the 94 podcast. I'm so excited. So many high-flying action coming up. The NFL season is among us. We got the final week of preseason right now, Jim. I'm Brooke Edel. I'm joined again by Jim Bushy. And Jim Bushy is live on location at Lambeau Field. So, Jim, welcome to the 94 podcast.
Thanks for having me back.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. We'd love to have you on the podcast. As usual, we love talking football. We have a lot to talk about. We got NFL divisions. We also got Caitlin Clark playing the Minnesota Lynx. Just so much going on. The state fair is going on. Today is Mamba Day. Kobe Bryant just had his birthday yesterday. So a lot going on in regards to sports and everything that's happening right now.
Oh, yeah. That was great to hear. Great to be back. I appreciate it. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Stopping at a little place. There's some food just heading into the game.
Okay, so are you right outside Lambeau Field right now?
Yes, I am.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so you're going to be going to the Packers and Ravens final preseason game.
Can I get a cheeseburger from the fries?
Oh, yeah, we love this. You're getting a cheeseburger at Lambeau Field on the podcast. This is history in the making.
It's what? Right?
So, yeah, we know that the NFC North and what's going to look like. It's going to have the Packers, Lions contending, Vikings, big question marks going into the season. The Chicago Bears, another question mark. We don't know what Caleb Williams will look like in the regular season. Preseason is completely different. I know Bears fans are saying, like, well, no, he's ready. He's ready to lead us to a Super Bowl. Not so fast. Not so fast. Hold on. We got to see him at Lambeau. We got to see him at US Bank Stadium. We got to see him at Ford Field. And then this division, I don't know, Jim. Who do you have winning this division, the NFC North? We're just going division by division. We'll just start with the NFC North.
I'm going to take the Vikings are definitely going to be trying to get that. I'm not going to say it's a huge loss for the Lions, but man, it's going to be a great thing to watch because, my goodness, this division has just become so amazing, and it's worth it to watch. But I have to go Lions, and Vikings trying to beat up Packers for the next spot, and then Bears coming in last.
Okay, so who Bears in last? Where do you have the Packers? Third, and then you have the Vikings. And then you have the Lions. You have the Detroit Lions repeating as NFC North champs.
Yeah.
Okay. And your basis is it the defense? Is it Jared Goff? Why Detroit? Why so much love for Detroit? I mean, a 94 podcast, we love Detroit as a city and the community. We're just trying to figure out why Detroit for you. Just curious.
Detroit, it's just simple. It's more of a team that has a chance to build up, to continue to go. They have the pieces there, and they're finally coming into.
I mean, Jared Goff. I mean, yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Now they're coming into fruition, and all their key players are coming back. They have the talent to do it. They have the talent to make a run. Now they have the experience. Now they're able to take another step forward.
Right. Taking another step forward. I mean, they got the rushing attack with Jahmyr Gibbs and also David Montgomery. They got Amon St. Brown. They got Jamison Williams, so they do have speed outside. They also have a great receiving core. The young tight end that he kind of made a big splash for the Lions last year. Dan Campbell, he's gonna get these guys ready to run through a brick wall. And like he was quoted at the beginning of the year that he wants the entire enchilada. So he's gonna go for it all. And I don't know, like I'm leaning Lions, but at the same time I could see the Packers winning it. Just on the basis of like, hey, like Jordan Love definitely he kicked it into another gear. And I'm sure there's Packer fans all around you. They're hearing this and loving my take on this NFC North. For me, it's can the Lions repeat what they did? Because they were in a way they were a dark horse last year. Would you agree they were a dark horse? I mean, they were coming off an impressive season where they eliminated Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers at said Lambeau Field, where Jim you're at right now. But I feel like the Packers. I think I have it Packers, Lions, Vikings, and then Bears. Because I'm still holding out on the Vikings have a legit defense. The Lions, they have that explosive offense, the ability to, with Ben Johnson as the offensive coordinator, they could just draw up plays. So I got Packers winning division, I got Lions second, and then I got Vikings third, and then I got Bears fourth.
I just everything that's happening, especially with Jordan Love being.
Yeah, I just feel like Jordan Love stepping up. I think it's just gonna be like a natural progression, and plus the Lions, they're gonna get the first place schedule, so they're gonna get everybody's best shot. And if you didn't see Patrick Mahomes do a behind the back pass to Travis Kelce, like teams are gonna be circling the Lions because they know that the Lions are gonna be that team that they want to be, just like a team that they want to have a statement win against. All right, so now we'll switch gears. Let's talk about the AFC North. Who you got in the AFC North?
AFC North, that's what, the Steelers,
the Ravens, the Steelers, the Browns, the Bengals.
Ooh. Ravens gonna have another good year. Then it's gonna come to Bengals. Browns are gonna be the last. Steelers are gonna be third.
Okay, so so your prediction is Steelers, or is it? Sorry, it was kind of loud. I just want to make sure that I got your prediction.
Ravens.
Bengals.
Browns,
Steelers. Okay, I would agree with that. Ravens, Bengals, yep, because Joe Burrow is coming back off that injury. I think it's going to take the rest of this season for him to get back. I hope that he's healthy because he's a superstar. But I got Ravens building off of last year's momentum, an MVP campaign for Lamar Jackson. The Ravens bringing back the same head coach. The Bengals, they got Jamar Chase back healthy too with Joe Burrow. I mean, their defense is looking good. I mean, this is one of the toughest divisions, Jim. And you got the Browns. I think the Browns with Deshaun Watson, Myles Garrett. They picked up. I think they also picked up a linebacker from Minnesota. Who was it? No, it was not Kendricks that went there. I'm trying to think of who was Anthony Barr's backup that took over. Do you remember who was the linebacker that went to Cleveland? Do you know?
Oh God.
Like I'm blanking on his name. Maybe somebody could drop it in the comments someone could drop his name in the comments. So go ahead, comment, like, and subscribe to 94 Podcast. We're here live in the CCX studio. Jim Bushy's live at Lambeau Field here for the 94 Podcast as a correspondent. So yeah, we got the same. We got Ravens, Bengals, Browns, and Steelers in last place. I know Steelers fans, they're probably going to say, like, Mike Tomlin's still going to lead them to a winning season, which he's never had a losing season, which I think is one of the most impressive stats for an NFL head coach.
Crazy.
That is crazy.
It is. It is. And, you know, you guys are in props to me because you can't take a team like last year and say 500 plus and not be, like, a good coach.
Right. You got it. Exactly. You got to be a good coach. I mean, he did win the Super Bowl in his first year. He did make it to a second Super Bowl. He lost to the Green Bay Packers and Aaron Rodgers. But yeah, we still got to give flowers to Mike Tomlin. He's dealing with an interesting situation with Justin Fields and Russell Wilson. We'll leave that for another day because we still don't know who's going to be the starter for Week 1 because Russell Wilson has looked pretty unimpressive, and Justin Fields hasn't been impressive either. So Mike Tomlin has a lot of hard decisions coming up. They're looking to definitely avoid being last place, but right now I got them in last place because they don't really have a quarterback solidified. All right, so moving on to the let's shift gears, but let's go back to the NFC South. NFC South, Jim, who do you have winning the NFC South? This includes the Atlanta Falcons, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Carolina Panthers, and the New Orleans Saints.
I think the Saints run away this year. It's just probably going to be another lackluster season, but yeah, I don't really see any good contenders out of there, but I think the Saints are going to do it.
Okay, all right. What's the order? If you can give me an order, please. The Saints winning it.
Atlanta, Bucks, and then the other one,
Carolina. Okay. All right. I would kind of mix things up. You got New Orleans. I actually have Atlanta. I got Atlanta, Kirk Cousins, and that defense because they made some huge signings. I mean, they got Justin Simmons from the Denver Broncos, just a high flyer as a safety. They also got I think they got a nice corner in Atlanta. Like I believe he's turned into a nice lockdown corner for Atlanta. I think but they also they also have Bijan Robinson, who I think is going to be a huge weapon for Kirk Cousins. Kyle Pitts. A lot of people are waiting for Kyle Pitts' breakout season. This might be it with Kirk Cousins or Michael Penix Jr. And for second, I would have. I think this might surprise some people. I think Carolina is going to be second, and then it's going to be Tampa Bay. Then I got New Orleans last because, I think this division is always going to be one of those divisions where you're just going to be surprised with who's going to come out of it. And I don't know, there was like a streak of like a new AFC South division winner. I don't know, like Tom Brady. In his final season, I think they won the wild card, but they won the division the year that they won the Super Bowl. But then the following year, they won the wild card. So yeah, it's always going to be up for grabs, and we've seen this division kind of get flipped up and flipped upside down, especially with the play of Baker Mayfield. We're going to see what Bryce Young has to bring to the table, but I feel like Bryce Young is going to be right there in the mix, having the Panthers finish in second because they do have a nice young running back in Jonathan Brooks, that they got from Texas. So that will be interesting to see if Bryce Young's evolution in year two, especially the way that another rookie, C.J. Stroud, looked in his first season. So yeah, that wraps up the NFC South. Jim, you have the Saints winning it, right? I have the Falcons winning it. I have Falcons, Panthers, Buccaneers, and then Saints. All right, now moving on to the AFC South. All right, AFC South. Who do you got, Jim?
Ooh. Houston, Indy, Tennessee, and then the last one I can't remember.
Tennessee, right? You said Houston, Indy, Tennessee, and then Jacksonville?
Yeah.
Okay. I would do a little bit of a shakeup here. Like obviously, I got Houston with C.J. Stroud winning that division again. He won in his rookie season. Nothing right now is pointing me in a direction away from C.J. Stroud and the Houston Texans. They just look good. I mean, they had additions with Danielle Hunter. They did lose Blake Cashman to the Vikings, so that was in a way it was a trade with the Vikings. But Danielle Hunter, just a great edge rusher. They also they picked up I don't know, it was like a Koji from Tennessee. That's another edge rusher. So D'Amico Ryans in that defense, they're going to be set up, and then they got Derek Stingley Jr. picking off footballs thrown his way. So he's turning into a nice shutdown corner. He might be putting Patrick Surtain as the PS2. And making him the second best corner if he keeps this play up. But yeah, like I got Houston. So I know this is a long-winded answer, but I got Houston winning the division. Second, I got Anthony Richardson and the Colts. I'm a little worried because I don't know. I just want to make sure that he stays healthy the whole season, and he needs to do a better job of protecting the football. That was one thing that was kind of like an iffy thing that I got with Anthony Richardson. And then after that, then I got the Jaguars with Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence has to prove it. He just got that big contract, so we'll see if Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars can stay competitive in this division. And I got the Tennessee Titans finishing in last. I mean, it's a big blow. You're missing Derrick Henry. Now he's joined with the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson. I think the Titans are going to be an afterthought this year in the AFC South. All right, so shifting gears. Just to recap, I got Houston, Indianapolis, then I got Jacksonville, then I have Tennessee. You had Jacksonville last, then you had Tennessee, then you had Indianapolis, then you had Houston. All right, so now we're going to the NFC. Let's go to the NFC East. Let's talk about the NFC East. This is always a fun division to talk about. So Jim, I'll let you lead us off on the NFC East speculation.
All right, simple and easy. It's going to be Philly, Dallas, Washington Giants. Simple and easy. Don't need any explanation there.
All right. Yeah, I would have to agree with that. I have Philadelphia winning it. I mean, the addition of Saquon Barkley, come on, like that is just going to open up the rushing lanes, and then also the passing. The passing game is going to be helped by this as well. So yeah, I got Philadelphia as well. Then I got Dallas. I mean, Dallas is not going away with Micah Parsons, Dak Prescott. I mean, they got Ezekiel Elliott maybe on his last mile. Like I feel like the engine light is on for Ezekiel Elliott, but like the Dallas Cowboys are like, we're just gonna run him until he can't run no more. And then I got Washington with Jaden Daniels finishing. And then the Giants, the lowly Giants, finishing last. So yeah, I got Philly, Dallas, Washington, and then I got New York Giants. All right, shifting gears. We don't want to spend too much time in the NFC East because that's a pretty easy division to predict.
Yeah.
Let's go to the AFC East. AFC East, I'll let you lead off, Jim.
That should be another easy one. Simple. Bills, Dolphins. Yeah, pretty good.
Okay. All right. So you like Josh Allen in the Bills, Sean McDermott, and now they got Keon Coleman, their brand new weapon as a big target wide receiver. I mean, they no longer have Stephon Diggs, who joined C.J. Stroud in Houston. I don't see the Bills winning the division. I got the Dolphins. Winning the division, and I feel Tua is going to take that next step that we've seen. I mean, he's protecting the football, but like the second half, they were not able to close out the Bills and win an actual division where they could have been hosting a playoff game. But in reality, they went to Kansas City, and then they went on to lose the eventual Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. So I got the Dolphins winning this division because now they're learning how to run the marathon that is an NFL season. I got Dolphins. I got Bills. It's going to be a close division, so don't get that twisted. It's going to be a close division between those two. Then I got the Jets, and then I got the Patriots. I mean, Patriots don't really have a quarterback right now. And Jets, they're just trying to figure out what Aaron Rodgers can do for them. Until I see Aaron Rodgers actually play a full season and play a full season at a high level, I got the Jets finishing third. And just they could be a wild card team, but a very long shot. So yeah, that's what I got. I got Dolphins, so fins up, and then I got Bills, the Bills Mafia in second, and then third I got old man Aaron Rodgers and the neighborhood in the New York Jets. So Robert Saleh is trying to pray and hope to keep his job for next season. I mean, it's Super Bowl or bust for the Jets this season. And then the Patriots with Jared Mayo. Salute to him, being able to land that job. But yeah, like this is definitely a building year, and we'll see what we got with Drake May. But the Patriots playoffs are not likely in the future. All right, so now we're shifting gears. We got the AFC East out of the way. Now where do we go? Now we go to the NFC West.
49ers winning again.
Okay. All right, the rest of the orders. Yep, the rest of the order, please. Okay.
Sorry, walking towards Pizza now inside Lambeau.
Okay, no, you're good. So you got 49ers winning, then Seattle. Who's third?
No, this is the AFC side, but
Okay, so they got the Cardinals.
They're last.
They're last, okay.
They're last, and oh gosh, I cannot remember. Oh,
LA, yep. Okay. So what's the order? You got 49ers first, Seattle, LA, and then Arizona. Okay. All right. I'll switch it up a little bit. I got 49ers winning the division. I got them winning the division. It's going to be a lot closer than people think. Then I got LA. Second with Matthew Stafford, Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp, and they got Kyron Williams. I know their defense with they got Jalen Ramsey. No, Jalen Ramsey is actually in Miami now. Scratch that. So no Jalen Ramsey. The defense is completely brand new. No Aaron Donald. I think the Rams definitely have some holes on defense, but I think they're going to be very capable offensively to keep up with a lot of these teams. So I got the Rams in second. Third, I would have to give it to Arizona and Marvin Harrison Jr., Kyler Murray. I got Arizona finishing third, and then Seattle last. I don't know, Geno Smith, Tyler Lockett. I mean, DK Metcalf was. They had to get separated. I feel like the team chemistry, it might have been improved. I doubt it, but like DJ Metcalf was like swinging helmets, and like they had to be separated. So I don't know if all is good in Seattle. I mean, like Pete Carroll's no longer there. Let's see if Seattle can rally. But I got Seattle finishing last in the division. And and then that takes us to the AFC West. Who do you got in the AFC West?
Yeah, Kansas City.
You got Kansas City.
Kansas City gonna win. Oakland's gonna be right behind them. I think they're gonna break a year. LA and then Denver.
All right, shout out to Trevor Lawrence, the 94 player. I just got the NFL Top 100 playing in the background, and then shout out to Harrison Smith. Just doing a little color commentary with the background. You know, like your favorite Harry the Hitman playing in the background. So it's the AFC West. Let's get back on topic here, Jim.
Yeah.
AFC West. I got the Kansas City Chiefs. Going back to back to back, going for that three-peat. So I got Patrick Mahomes winning that division once again. Broncos, I got Broncos second with Bo Nix. Bo Nix looks like the week 1 starter for Sean Payton and the Broncos. The Broncos look like a brand new team with a quarterback now. And I would have this one is kind of tricky then. I got the Chargers. I got the Chargers with Justin Herbert and Jim Harbaugh in year 1. And then I got the Las Vegas Raiders finishing last. Is that similar order for you? You got Chiefs. Then you got who do you have after the Chiefs? Was it the Broncos too?
No, I hit LA.
You had LA? Okay.
I hit LA, then Oakland. And
Okay.
Then,
Or Las Vegas?
Yeah.
I got you. And then you got LA. You got LA last?
No.
Oh, you got LA.
No, Broncos last.
You had Broncos last. Gotcha. So you had Broncos last. Then you had Las Vegas. Then you had LA. Then you had the Chiefs. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now we're shifting gears here. We're flying through the divisions. We've already done the NFC North. We've done the AFC North. We did the NFC South. Got him. And then we also did the AFC South. And then we did the NFC East. And then we did the AFC East. And we just did the NFC West. And then we just did the AFC West as well. So there's one division left. You tell me.
Sorry, what did you say? I was giving directions.
I mean, we've done North, we've done South, we've done East, and we've done West. I think we did all the divisions then. Right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was quick, right? I mean, like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was like a quick like whip around. But those are our predictions. I'm excited for the season. Week 1, Giants, Vikings. Any thoughts? I mean, the Packers are going to be playing the Eagles week 1. The Ravens are going to be playing the Chiefs. You got the Jets and the 49ers. So these are some of like the spotlight games for week 1. Obviously, with Aaron Rodgers going down, after a few snaps, there's going to be more anticipation for that Monday night game. But what is the game of the week for you as an NFL fan? It doesn't have to be like Vikings bias, but like overall, what's the one game that you're looking forward to week 1?
That Thursday night first game.
Okay.
That just means that kickoff means football is back. No more preseason. These games count. We're gonna get the best of the best. So I'm just looking forward to the first game of the year.
Okay, absolutely. The rematch of the AFC Championship game between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Andy Reid, John Harbaugh. So this is gonna be a huge legacy builder if Patrick Mahomes can go back in three-peat. That's what the Chiefs are looking to do this year. The Ravens are looking to break through for the first time with Lamar Jackson. And then you got the Packers and Eagles in Brazil. I mean, like, this is the first game ever played in Brazil, and don't get me wrong. I love that the NFL is, having. I mean, we're gonna play the Jets in London, for crying out loud. So like, I'm not against like the NFL expanding and having these games, but like, think about like the fans' safety. I mean, like, they're playing in Brazil where like one of the main gang colors is green. How are you choosing the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles out of the two teams you're gonna send to Brazil?
It's weird, but I heard the rumor that like it's not a soccer game that they're allowed to wear green down there.
Okay, gotcha. Like it's going to be played in a soccer stadium, because football for Brazil is what American football is for us Americans. So like, I totally get it. I get it. It should be interesting. But again, I feel bad for the Packer fans. Not rare. It's very rare that I'm saying I'm feeling bad for Packer fans, but like, just imagine if you like were like, hey, I really wanted to go the season opener. If you got to go to the season opener, you got to have a passport. Get your passport. I mean, Packer fans, right? I mean, like, if you want to watch your Packers, you got to watch Jordan Love, Jalen Hurts. You got to get a passport.
So, you can't just watch it at home. I mean, you have to be a super fan of either team just to be able to go down to one of those games.
Right. I mean, the best seat is in front of is actually in the living room. Like most NFL fans would agree with that. Is like the best seat is your living room where you have your snacks, you have your your armchair, you can get the kickback. This, that, and the third in regards to like your game day routine. All right, this is one thing that I do want to cover, though. Caitlin Clark. All right, we're gonna shift gears because we were NFL heavy. I think the Vikings are going to beat the Giants. I don't know, Jim. Do you want to use this as a quick preview for the Vikings Giants? What do you think of Vikings Giants Week 1?
We're gonna find out if they can sink or swim. There's no guarantee if Darnell's going to start. So it's a sink or swim. We'll see how our season is going to go with everything game 1.
Right. It's going to show us, hey, is Aaron Jones still have, does he still have the ability to be a game breaker for us? Is Sam Darnold, he's going to make the right decisions in game situations? Is our defense going to hold up? Are we going to be able to get off the field on third down? That was an issue last season, and that led to a lot of we gave up a lot of late leads. I know we played a lot of close games, but like we were not able to either mount that comeback, or we would get down and then we wouldn't be able to get all the way back. And those are the games that we played against the Lions. And, the Packers, they threw a party at US Bank. I mean, we did take care of the Packers at Lambeau Field. So we went 1-1 with the Packers, went 0-2 against the Lions, and then we swept the Bears. We actually went 1-1 with the Bears because we did lose that Monday night game. So, like, yeah, there's going to be a little bit of a, like, hey, we don't want to panic after the Week 1, but, like, it's going to tell us more about the identity. Like, and I talked about this in previous shows, Jim. I believe Brian Flores' defense needs to take over as the identity. I mean, like the new signing of Stephon Gilmore or Gillies Island, we got to make sure that those splash plays are early and often in the season. And especially you're playing Daniel Jones. You need to beat that drum. Daniel Jones cannot beat you Week 1, and if you want to be considered a playoff team.
Yeah, definitely needs to pick it up. I mean, especially with McCarthy going down, they just need the defense to step up now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think the defense will have everything goes good. So I don't know. It's a big. We're not going to be offensive heavy anymore with McCarthy out, and Darnell's not going to be that guy. So I think it's time our defense needs to step up.
Right. I would agree. The defense definitely needs to step up. This is year 2 of Brian Flores, so expect a better defense. You you're not going to have guys that are just going to be wide open in the zone and just like walk in touchdowns. I'm expecting a better structure now that he has more ingredients to build his Super Bowl caliber defense. So really excited for week 1. But I want to shift gears now. Caitlin Clark is actually in Minnesota. The Minnesota Lynx, they just played the defending champs, the Las Vegas Aces, and Asia Wilson. They were able to take care of the Aces and Kelsey Plum. Now they shift focus to Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston for the Indiana Fever. Any thoughts in regards to the budding rivalry between Caitlin Clark and Cheryl Reeve, the head coach that told or has been very critical of Caitlin Clark's game, and she was left off, notably off the U.S. Olympic team?
I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think Clark cares about that. She just wants to play the game. She wants to be the catalyst for more young girls to pick up the game of basketball, become good, and help grow the game itself. And the rivalry, I mean, who knows with that? At the end of the day, I think Clark doesn't even care about that anymore.
Okay. Like that's you got to leave that in the past and just build. Like, this is Mamba Day. This is 8/24, and she has to have that Mamba mentality of like she's just gonna go hard against anybody. It doesn't matter who you are. Like, she doesn't see faces. She just sees the other team as the opponent that's going to take her away from her ultimate goal of winning a championship. So, yeah, absolutely. I could respect that. I'm just kind of just trying to figure out what is going to be like the blowback in regards to, like, Caitlin Clark comes in to Target Center and then she might drop a 50 burger. Just imagine if she drops like her highest scoring like output against the Minnesota Lynx. I mean, that would be notable. It would be kind of cool to be in the building because the energy. Have you ever been to a Minnesota Lynx game? I don't know if you've ever been to one.
No, I have not. I've been to a WNBA game before, but
Okay.
I've never been to a game in Target Stadium.
Okay. Yep. Target Center. And there's Target Field. So like it's very easy to confuse. Target Field is where the Twins play. Target Center is where the Timberwolves and the Lynx play currently. But like, yeah, definitely, like the WNBA is definitely gaining popularity. I feel like social media, just these athletes, these female athletes being so marketable with Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, and you still got budding stars in Paige Beckers and Juju Watkins. So the future is bright for the WNBA. I just wanted to just touch on that since she's going to be in town, and the 94 podcast, we got to be on our P's and Q's here in regards to like when we have high profile athletes in town. But hey, tell us a little bit about the preseason game that you're live and you're going to cover some video for us, and then we're going to put that on the YouTube, hopefully.
Man, it's the last game of it's the last game of preseason. I'm happy. Hopefully, see some of the starters play, and I'm looking forward to just being there. It's great to be back at the football stadium again.
For sure,
and it should be a fun one.
Okay, yeah. What's the weather looking like? I know it's outdoors. So what's the weather? Is it overcast? Is it pretty sunny? What is the landscape, Jim?
So it's a nice, beautiful blue sky outside. High is 82 degrees. Right now it's currently 77. That beautiful Lambeau Field. And it's a perfect day for football. The weather's not going to play a factor in it. It's going to be warm, but great day to drink.
Right. You're at Lambeau Field. I mean, rumor has it the stadium is made of cheese, correct?
Yes. I've actually been eating handfuls the whole time.
Okay, cool, very cool. Hey, we're coming up on time here, but I just wanted to share a story with you. I don't know if you heard a story of a Kentucky man. So this is just a 94 podcast story time, and we're gonna wrap up the show here. Did you hear about the man in Kentucky? He got 6 years. He got 6 years in prison, and you know what his, I guess, what law he broke?
What law did he break?
He pretended that he was dead. So he faked his own death so he didn't have to pay child support. So he's getting 6 years for faking his own death, not to pay child support. So this is just a random story that's coming out of Kentucky. I mean, you can Google it. Kentucky man gets 6 years for faking his own death, not to pay child support. So, yeah, like you're just gonna get these wild stories, and I'm just like, wow, okay. Like I hope that I hope he thought it was worth it, in regards to this stunt. Yeah. So yeah, that's the 94 exit for the day. I mean, hey, he was pump faking and got caught. He got caught up with the pump fake, and they sacked him for 6 years. So,
6 years. Oh yeah, 6 years plus, and they missed the field goal. So
yeah,
an extra point.
Yeah, an extra point. Right. I mean, we're getting to that football lingo. It's like that football season. Hey, college football. College football is gonna kick off in Dublin, Ireland. Dublin, Ireland is going to be Florida State and Georgia Tech. I know all these college parents, these moms and dads, they're sending their babies off to college, getting really emotional this weekend. But college football is here. I'm emotional as a football fan. I'm so happy that I get to watch college football.
Oh, it's going to be so nice. I'm so glad to be college football has come back. Now there's actually stuff to watch on Saturdays now. And NFL's coming back, so it's like the weekends are just be perfect for the next 4 months.
Exactly.
3-4 months.
Right. The Gophers are going to be playing next week. They're going to be hosting North Carolina Tar Heels. So PJ Fleck, the Golden Gophers, in the brand new Big Ten. So Oregon, UCLA, USC, Washington. It's going to be a brand new Big Ten. It's not going to be your dad's Big Ten. The Rose Bowl is actually going to be playing in the Big Ten now. So that's kind of like something that you have to get used to and adapted to. But I'm excited for what the Gophers can do in a brand new Big Ten. Let's see if they can make history and shock the world.
Yeah, if we all see, hopefully they can.
Exactly. All right. So, yeah, we're wrapping up here on the 94 podcast. I know you're at Lambeau Field, and I'm sure you want to go ahead and enjoy your time in Lambeau. So we're wrapping up here on the 94 podcast. Any final words or, I guess, messages? I mean, we're going to the Labor Day weekend, so it will be a few weeks before we get back here in the 94 podcast. But, yeah, any well wishes or any message you want to shout out on the 94 podcast and YouTube here at the CCX studios?
Football is back. All that needs to be said.
Exactly. Resume playing. That's it. Resume playing. Football is back. I'm so happy. And until next time here on the 94 podcast, Jim, we'll see you at the TOP. And we're out. Have fun, brother.
All right, thanks, man.
Thanks, man.
Peace.
Peace.